What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Hit the keys. I know most of you guys heard about the huge announcement yesterday with Akai and Native Instruments partnering up, and Native Instruments adding sounds into the MPCs or allowing their expansions to be into the MPCs along with the Play series. Yesterday I recorded my video. I put it out kind of later than I normally do, and then I went and did some things, came home, fried up some fish, and I fell asleep. So I didn't see any of the commentary. I did wake up though at about 2 o'clock this morning, and I saw my guy Pulse Music. So I saw this video right here from Pulse Music, and then it made me kind of go back into some of my comments and see that a lot of Native Instruments users are very mad. So in today's video, I kind of want to talk about that. And I also want to talk about, is there going to be an update to this Maschine Plus coming soon? The answer to that is yes. How do I know? Well, if we come over here to Native Instruments Instagram, so as we see here, yesterday they dropped a bunch of videos talking about you know what I'm saying, Akai and Native Instruments. So in this video right here, I got the volume turned down. I just don't want to get a strike. You'll see here, somebody commented, guys, what about the Maschine Plus updates? Do we throw them out now? And Native Instruments actually responded to this, and they said the next update for the M Plus is coming soon, or actually coming. So it's going to be coming here pretty soon. I may or may not have already known that, but there's some information I can divulge and I can't. But since Native Instruments has divulged this information, I'll give it to y'all. So Maschine Plus, you guys do have some updates coming. Now let's get back to talking about the Akai and Native Instruments collaboration. So a lot of people think that the collaboration is no good, or it's Native Instruments giving up, or all this other stuff. But I see it, in my personal opinion, I see it as a great way for Native Instruments to get into a new market, you know, and I see it as a great way for Akai customers to finally be able to get some good sound. So as we look here, we're going to look at some of the commentary, some of you guys' thoughts, and I'm just going to respond to some of you guys' thoughts. So me personally, I'm not mad at Native Instruments at all. But again, we're going to read through some of these comments and see what some of the people think. So this is off my video. NHI has just become another wave collection company. To think I pay for the same library twice is gross. I wouldn't disagree with that. Here's my thoughts though. I don't know what Native Instruments is going to do. So I woke up, like I said earlier, at 2, and I wanted to shoot this video. And right before I was going to shoot this video, I seen Bolo did a similar video. And in his video, he said something like, if you buy a PlayStation and you buy an Xbox, and you want the same game for both systems, you have to buy both games for both systems, right? I kind of understand that theory, but that's not how things have worked in music. So if you buy one plugin, it should work in every DAW, and the MPC is a DAW. So it should be able to be used in MPC Studio and in the MPC like a DAW. So that's my personal opinion. Like, you don't have to buy a new contact for Ableton, a new one for FL Studio. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to buy a new one for Pro Tools, or you don't have to buy a new one for Logic, or whatever the case is. And really all the MPC is a DAW and a piece of hardware. So what a lot of people are thinking is, how come I can use my Native Instrument stuff and all my other DAWs, but I can't use it in my MPC DAW? And so that's the thought process for me behind that. And then Bolo did bring up another good point of, well, what about everybody who bought the expansions yesterday, who already had that Play series, but they paid for it twice? Native Instruments could easily just give them a coupon for their next visit, because they know that those people are loyal customers and they were going to spend their money with Native Instruments anyway. So if I offer you a voucher for whatever Play series comes out in the future, if I offer you, 3 vouchers for 3 future Play series, I think that would just easily take care of that problem. So those are my thoughts on that. All right, guys. So this is Editor Something. After I got done recording the video, I ended up getting an email from one of my representatives over at Native Instruments. You guys can see I even had to change the hoodie and the hat like we do on YouTube to signify this is Editor Something. But anyway, I thought it would be fair to read this email off, because this is kind of a little bit about that Play series. So it basically says, it's very important for people to understand that these are not real Play series instruments like people are used to on the desktop. Those are true Kontakt libraries with many more samples and intricate Kontakt DSP scripting behind them, as well as having all the high quality effects that are in Kontakt. Our users expect their full contact libraries to run standalone, which isn't possible due to hardware power limitations, the same limitations that MPC has. That's also why the MPC versions are a lot smaller in size, offer a lot less samples, and the presets are not 100% the same as in the desktop versions. They are simply repackaged a part of the samples and added some of the effects on top to approximate the sound of the desktop library. So I get it. I'm still gonna say maybe there needs to be an extreme discount though, just for loyal users, make it right for the loyal users. But you can understand that I guess they had to rebuild everything from the ground up. I'm just gonna put this in the middle of the video. Let's go back here to some more of you guys' questions. This one says, I'm pissed that the Play series don't even work on Maschine Plus. I'm thinking about jumping to a Live 2. So I've seen a lot of commentary about this too. I do understand the frustration with the Play series not working on the Maschine. There's a lot of different theories as to why it may not. One of my thoughts is maybe the framework that they built the Maschine on originally just can't handle the power of the Play series, or, something to that degree. I don't have all the answers. I did just, make a little Google search on why do people think that the Play series isn't on the Maschine yet. And obviously it says no official explanation. Native Instruments hasn't publicly stated a specific reason for not including the Play series in the Maschine. Potential reasons, some speculate that the Play series might require specific features within Contact that aren't fully implemented in the Maschine engine, or that NI simply hasn't prioritized porting over yet. So my thoughts on that are, I know a lot of times with like Maschine, that Maschine users want the machines to be exactly like the MPCs, or I saw a lot of complaints about it not being touchscreen, and that's still something that Maschine users want and all this other stuff. I need some of you guys to understand the difference between Akai and Native Instruments. So Akai is a hardware company that makes software, while Native Instruments is a software company that also makes hardware. So Akai, for the most part, is going to be ahead of Native Instruments when it comes to the Maschine versus MPC for that reason. And then for another reason, the MPC's been around for almost 40 years now. So there's like 15, 16 different versions of the MPC. So they got to continue to see what they could do better and do better and do better and do better. We're only on the third, version of the Maschine. So you're comparing Native Instruments making 3 versions of a Maschine versus Akai making 15 over twice the amount of time. So that's another thing to think about, is that maybe it was easy for them to implement the software into the Akais because you only need one person who's working on software, or 2 people who are working on developing the software, to just figure out how to implement this software into this hardware that's already ready and capable of being able to take it and then able to process everything that you need in there. We just don't know with the machines if they have the processors of the Akai and if they can handle that. So that's just something to think about too as well. Somebody says here, DJ Sir Sparks, what happened to the update being free? The update is free for the MPC. It is free. So I'm going to update my MPC here sometime this weekend, and I do have the expansions. So I'm going to test those out and let y'all know what I think about those two as well. So some more commentary. They think they're slick. They want to charge us for the same plugins we already have. I checked. They put new sounds in, but use the same name players to justify having us pay for it again. I'm not doing that just to have a sound in the standalone I produce in my studio. And then, obviously he's got a bunch of thumbs up. So, again, that's something that I just want to keep stressing too. Figure out how to let all their current users get the sound so that they could have them. Here's another one. I have complete CE. Native Instruments should at least give owners of their products a nice discount. I would love to have those, but I refuse to buy them again for the MPCX, which that could be a solution to, maybe half off, or maybe you charge $10, $20 to current users to, get the expansions or the Play series. So then right here, Russ Plight has a good point. So the Native Instruments Play series had to be optimized for the Akai platform, which is why there is an additional charge for the Akai expansion version. And then Recreate Music responds, While it's understandable that optimizing the Native Instruments Play series for the Akai platform may require additional development, it still raises questions about why existing NI users would need to pay for extra for these expansions on another platform. If these tools were already developed for Native Instruments ecosystem, why not expend more benefits to loyal NI users? It feels like a missed opportunity to strengthen customer loyalty by allowing those who already own the Play series to access these expansions without additional charges, especially since many users have invested heavily in NI's ecosystem. Transparency about the added costs and reasoning behind them would definitely help clear up the confusion and frustrations. So while I do kind of agree with what Roughplight is saying, it's going to cost Native Instruments money to optimize the plugins for the Akai platform, the new Akai customers are more than gonna pay for that. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna pay for that. So just figure that out, you know? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump over to Pulse's comment section, because you see here, he's got a bunch of comments about this. He's got over 117 comments about this. A lot of the stuff that was crazy though that I was seeing where was like, they were like, who wins? I think that was the title of his video, and both companies win. You know, like Native Instruments is definitely winning because they're in Akai's, you know what I'm saying, ecosystem now. So all these people who only use standalone devices, who've been wanting to use Native Instruments stuff, now they've got a whole new customer base that they didn't have before. And then for Akai, it's nice for them as well, because there's people who may not wanted to get into MPCs and stuff like that because they didn't like the selection of sounds that Akai was offering. Now you've got a high quality selection of sounds too, so that's fire. So here's someone right here again, Russ Plight. He said, bro, if you can't beat them, you might as well join them. It's essentially saying that if you can't outdo something or someone, it might be smarter to align with them instead of resisting. I don't know if I agree with that, because obviously Akai's been around longer than Native Instruments when it comes to making boards of the machine versus the MPC. So it's not a beat them or join them type thing. You know, they jumped into Akai's lane 20 years later. So it's going to be hard for them to ever beat them. I think that it's actually just, it's a smarter idea. It's no different. So like when the NFL merged, when the AFL and the NFL merged, it made the NFL what it is. When the ABA and the NBA merged, it made the NBA what it is today. So sometimes companies merging is better for everybody. It's going to be better for the consumer. Like, the consumer wins in this situation. The consumer is literally winning. I know there's some frustration with Maschine users, but we'll see what happens when the new update comes, you know? And then we can go hard then. But the consumer is winning right now. If the more stuff the consumer can get to make better music and enjoy the process more, we are winning. We're winning. And I like this one. It's a win for both companies. NI has the software on lock, but lack the hardware development side. Akai's software development is behind, but they excel at hardware. I can see a complete MPC coming down a pipeline, you know, soon. And that's what we should want, y'all. That's what we should want. We should want a freaking Maschine MPC. You know what I'm saying? That would be so fire. The best of both worlds, you know? And then it would probably integrate with the computer so well, it'd probably be fire, you know? All right, guys, so I guess that's what I got on the topic. I was gonna go through a whole bunch more comments. I had a whole bunch of stuff here. Look, you see on Reddit, I had pulled up that I wanted to go through and so on and so forth, but I'm just not gonna, I only want to spend a few minutes talking about this. So let me know down below, what are your comments? What do you guys want to see next? What do you guys want to see next from Akai and Native Instruments combined? Do you guys want to see like an MPC Maschine version, or do you know what I'm saying? Which company do you want to put out? So do you want Akai to be the company to put out the new Maschine, or do you want Native Instruments to put out the next MPC? You know what I'm saying? Would that be interesting? Or if they cross branded like that or stuff like that, you know, I don't know. But overall, I can't stress this enough. I think that this collaboration is dope. I think that it is fire. I've said it once in this video, I'll say it again. When companies start combining and they start giving us a lot of the stuff that we want, that's just a win for the consumer. So again, down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. But that's what I got for you guys today. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.